Well, I could go back to when I was in the sixth grade, but to fast forward with this band that we got together, I think it was in 2010, 2011, 2011. And I was with a different band before then, but in 2011 we got together and we just I met these guys and I said, listen, I have an idea, and if you follow me and we do these things, we play this type of music for the people, then we'll be doing these type of shows. And the type of shows we're talking about, like at the Hampton Coliseum for the Hampton Jazz Festival. We had opened up several times for the jazz festivals down in Hampton back about 7 years ago. And then we had an opportunity to do a signature performance at the Hampton Coliseum for the Jazz Legacy. And this is where you have people like, we opened up with Brian Culberson, Dave Cause, and we had people that are from DC like Marcus Johnson, and national artists like Marcus Anderson, Julian Vaughn, and so on. So that opportunity was really important to us. It was significant. It let us know that with the brand of music that we do, as long as we're playing for the people who we consider our boss, we don't have, agents and things like that we would do that. So that gave us the trust with each other to keep on evolving and to keep giving music for the people, So when I met these guys, it was about 10, 11 years ago, and that's what we decided to do. We focused on jazz at that time, but we do a lot of variety music. We were and are registered online with different agencies, and the DMV Voters Association, they were looking at different types of entertainment, and not just us, but they put us in the mix. And so we talked, and I met with Darren, I met with you, and I wanted to do a site visit, since I live in Northern Virginia, of what the facility, of what the venue, of what the layout would be. And so from there, we did our first show a couple of years ago, and it was just tremendous, a wonderful experience with great vendors and well organized. But it was through online search, and we met Darren. We met the Darren Foster. What I love most is looking at those boats. Those boats and the boat people. We're facing the crowd a lot of the times, but right behind us or to the side, people on their boats, they're listening, they're dancing, they're having a good time. But I like the overall experience because it's outside, you get that water feel, and it frees you up. It frees you up in such a way, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I know that when I get there, I'm going to do something. And it depends on the mood of the people. But when you're outside like that in a beautiful scenic view like that, you want to do something scenic that people can remember beyond just the playing, So I like the performance part outside. You're not so confined to the four walls, and I can move around and vibe with the people, and be the entertainer that I love to be. All of them are memorable, but there is one. We did an event there, and it was almost towards the tail end, and the power went out. And so, instead of looking around like, oh, what are we gonna do now? We just kept on playing, but the people were still there, and in the actual song that we were doing, it was almost like a community song that we were all doing, and the people in the crowd joined in. We kept doing. We didn't stop. The power came back on, but that was memorable to me because that's something that maybe 15 years ago would have irritated me. Things happen, you don't want it to happen again. But I remember just the flow and how that little pop right there, the sequence allowed us to do something that you couldn't plan it. It was organic. The people were involved. The crowd was involved, and it was a wonderful experience. So, although I have many memorable experiences, with the DMV Boaters Association's event. That one in particular sticks out. I tell you, just today, I was at Walmart here in Woodbridge. I was visiting my friend, and a guy came up to me. He told me to say hello. His name is Larry, as a matter of fact. Saw him just today, and he said, "Hey, man, we're looking forward to seeing you all at the DMV Boaters event. People that I know from Fort Belvoir, because you all have so many outlets that you promote your events on." But I like the fact that I meet people like Jeff Miller or Liz and his wife, and you sharing experiences of what's happening in each other's lives when you see them at restaurants, you see them at the park, including yourself and others that we've seen, and you get to know a lot more about them because you see what they're doing on social media as well. I know people see me, but I pay attention to what they're doing. I've seen people that when we had a sickness in our family, a lot of people in the DMV Boaters Owners Association, they lifted up their prayers, kind remarks, and things like that. So, and it's a small community, but it's genuine in the sense that everybody wants to enjoy themselves and have a good time when it's time, and you're supposed to have a good time. So that's where we come in, I believe. I know you've seen us before, but we're coming with a fresh show. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a variety of contemporary smooth jazz. It's going to be R&B, Motown, classic rock. We're going to have our country, Latin, because this is a melting pot area. So we got something for everyone. You can call this like the music that would be, it's like the gumbo, wherein it's going to be a gumbo style, mixed of everything involved with this event. So we're looking for an exciting show that the people are going to enjoy, hopefully. And we believe they will, because we do.